Welcome to the Mrs. Diaries UG, where the tea is hot, the stories are real, and the grace is sufficient.
We are two wives, mamas, and friends doing life, love, and faith one hilarious lesson at a time.
So grab your Bible, your Chikomando, or just your sense of humor, and join us as we laugh, learn, and lean into the seasons that God has planned for us. Hi, friends.
Hi, TMD fam.
Hi, Rachel. How are you?
I'm good, Sam. How are you?
I am fine. Do you... Olaba wetuli mwana wange. Olaba wetuli.
I see us. How do I say that?
Yes, I have repeated this moment because in case you missed the other episode, I want you to take it in. I want you to just take it in that things have changed.
Levels have changed.
Levels have changed. So I am fine.
Yes,
I am
good.
I am demure. I'm
yes,
cutesy.
You are. Yes,
I hope you are seeing it. Speaking of cutesy, I have a cutesy topic for us today.
I'm ready. Shoot. I'm so ready.
Our topic today is healing before the ring. Before you say that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever had a chance to even talk about this in your season. Wali okawuliddeko?
Nedda. I haven't heard about it. Healing in terms of what?
Healing in terms of healing emotionally, physically, not physical wounds, but being actually in a good mental state for marriage.
No, but this is going to be a very interesting topic. I am very eager to hear and learn. So
as we get into it, I want to know, what was your list like when you knew that you were going to get married? What did your list look like?
My list. Tall, dark, and handsome. I'm kidding. Anyway, I need a God-fearing person. For me, that was like priority. God-fearing. If you're not, no, please. As not about the atheist
life. Even 10 years ago, you wanted God-fearing.
Yes. What was I going to do with an atheist?
True.
Hey, when you both believe in God, at least there's someone to hold you accountable. So God-fearing was one. Someone with a vision, because I am the old school of when you're married, then there's the lead, and the Bible tells us that the husband is the lead. So where are you leading me? I need to see where you're leading me. That was very important for me. Someone that wanted children. Initially I wanted 1, he wanted 3. We have 4, but we wanted children. I think those were like at the top for me. Someone respectful. I think we talked about this in like our previous episodes. Like very respectful. How do you talk to people? How do you talk to me? How do you treat my family, my people, our kids?
Okay, mine. Okay, even mine. By the time I got married, it was surely God number 1.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a very long list by the time I got married. It kept
increasing.
No, not increasing. Kept reducing. By the time I said I do, I had like one major. I was like, Jesus, if Samantha, this man knows you.
What was putting you on pressure?
Also, age. Nali ntanso kula. Nali nkuzemu. In Uganda, there's that age bracket they give you between age and age. I saw the clock was ticking. Jesus, if he knows you and he likes me between this time and this time,
we're good to go.
By the way, Satomeda. So if you're thinking, Satomeda.
He's a lovely husband.
I think those are the 2 that I was really, those are the 2 that I think that I was majorly mine.
Yes.
Now, if I think about it, the guys also have a list. We don't have a guy on set today, but at least we have guy friends.
Yeah, we do.
Guys' lists normally are, if I have a job,
yes,
I'm ready to get married. For some of them, if I have a car,
Oh yeah.
I think it's a bit superficial, but
it is because.
But guys are guys.
Yeah.
Tick. They also have maybe if they can afford to take care of the family, like can they afford rent? Tick. Once they have those three things, they are like,
I'm ready
to gende. And also I noticed that ladies, we tend to even look into the man's list to see, let me see if this guy has a job.
Yes, if he has a car. Does he have a job?
Does he have a job?
Yeah.
Does he have a car?
Does he have a home? Or
does
can
he have
pay
a
rent
home?
or something?
Can he pay for rent in this particular place that I want?
Yeah.
So, but I've never had anyone say, have I dealt with this? Have I dealt with this heartbreak? Have I dealt with these trust issues that I have? Actually, now, Rachel, again, let me ask you again. How did you feel when Mr. Wamahe proposed? How was it? Did you?
Mr. Wamahe proposed. He just married me.
He just said to Gende.
We already had a baby. We were living together.
You were like,
we set a date. We went.
It was just baby.
Maybe Mr. Wamahe.
Okay,
you're
when
watching.
Said,
anyway.
Okay. No, but
no, all jokes aside, Bambi, he proposed, but we were already planning.
Like you're already there. I think in November.
We're already in the preparations. But it was sweet.
Okay, now, when he asked you, when he set that date, what came to your mind first?
I had many things going through my mind that time. I think because, first of all, I felt like I was young. But in my feeling like I was young, I felt like I was ready. So I was conflicting between those two worlds. Then we had a child. So you're thinking, now if I don't marry now, exactly, you're already in responsibility. So you want to, like finish that step quickly so that you get on with your lives. Yeah. Because it's going to always be on your back. Because the more kids come, then the more, priorities come in. Yes, priorities come in. So that was another thing. And then I think we were also in a good place at that time. We're in a good place. We could, we're already living together. We already knew, everyone's drills. Yeah, I think I was ready.
Rachael has been overly prepared for a long time.
But I think I'm those people who knew, finish school, get married. Yes. But I think the one thing that worried me, I didn't really have a stable job. So I'd keep thinking, I'm just going to go and be wifed and that's it. Yeah.
But you were thinking serious things.
I was a mother already. You're forced to think things.
Wow. Okay, now for us who are not yet mothers.
Yes.
The moment the guy said, actually, I even don't remember the words, to be honest. That moment, I don't remember anything he said. But what I do remember was I had already planned my wedding, my bridesmaids, my vision. We were going to be in the Garden of Eden. Theme, my guest. Actually, even before he knew whether he wanted to marry me, I knew my guest list. Like, there was... Alina planning a dembaga yangi. Nemotuka zinali njagala kumbaga. Even his suit, I already knew what kind of suit I wanted him in. Like... But I'm mentioning all these things because I didn't bother to even think about. Okay, you know how far you thought about jobs and what? No, I wasn't dealing with that. It was the man wants to marry me, so how am I going to look?
Yes,
how am I going to look on the wedding? Even the ring, I was like, but it's not superficial. No, I wanted a beautiful ring. It's not superficial.
It's okay to want nice things.
I think it's okay to want it, but it was a literal. You have to pick a ring like this. So why am I bringing this up? Because there are things that we have to discuss before we even get into this whole ring thing, the whole marriage thing. The things of have you dealt with some emotional, the emotional traumas you have, the emotional things you're going through, the heartbreaks, the trust issues. Have you dealt with them first?
Yeah.
Now, Rachel, have you watched Young, Famous and African on Netflix?
I tried, but reality is not my thing. But I followed. I know, right? I'm breaking your heart. I know this is your thing. But I followed on social media. That one I did.
So did you see the drama of Two-Face and Annie?
Oh yes, I did.
Because in season 1, if you remember, like towards the end, Two-Face and Annie had like I think it was a celebration of their love, or a celebration of. I really don't know what they were celebrating. Now that we're 2025,
maybe how far they've come.
Okay, or how far they've come. They had a big thing, and Annie really felt like Queen Bee. She even compared herself to Zari. Oh, like how Zari's Manya copied her. Oh my God. Anyway, clearly the lady had underlying issues.
Yes.
Which were covered up by the lavish,
lifestyle.
The lavish lifestyle, Two-Face when she went back home, she would have been going back home to sign divorce papers. The chick traveled in a private jet.
Nice.
And she called, by the way, did you see how she used to call Two-Face? She used to talk to him like she's over shaking. Like, I was thinking like, I was like, and love,
like, what's up? I think we've talked about like sparing your spouses in one of
we have actually talked about it. Was she scared? Was she so in love? Like she video called him and she was, oh my God, baby. I'm thinking, girl, bye. You've been married to this guy like what, 20 years or something? Yes. And she's like what she's saying, for our boys are not loving us, right?
You're muvulamo.
Arimba. Anyway, so as we found out at the end of season 2, this guy got divorced. Two-Face, with all the drama that was going on, Two-Face had the nerve to be the one to announce the divorce. With everything he has done to that woman. Because in season 2, I really questioned if she was well.
Yes.
Like she was as if
on and off.
Like she was angry at people, abusing people. I mean, poor woman, those are the words.
She was transferring things maybe into...
Meeting probably side chick number what? Baby number what? Like, and then the guy had the nerve to be the one to announce it. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is this guy would use lavish things
to cover
up for the pain that he has put the wife through. Or like, and the worst part is we accept it. She accepted it. She accepted this lavish dinner in front of the whole of Africa, in front of the whole world.
Wow. Yeah.
And I don't think they talked about what was really going on. Or they felt like, okay, we have talked about it.
Let's just be.
Like, it was, which brings me to our topic today, why you need to heal before you're married. Because despite the fact that you have this big fat wedding, you have this beautiful dress, you have the perfect entourage, the perfect cars,
the fresh flowers.
The fresh flowers.
Fresh flowers. Those always check me. Yep.
The worst part is these things are for one day. These things are for one. After that, it's you and that person you've chosen. It's you to deal with your things. Like after the event. After that.
It's now the two of you. Everyone else goes.
And now it's you to like all these things you didn't address before. They're gonna creep up. They're gonna creep up. Like if you had trust issues before, for example, if you had a cheating partner like Two-Face, and let me say you caught him cheating and then he proposed. And then we got caught up in how beautiful the ring is.
Oh, yes.
And how beautiful, oh my God, you're going to look on that day. Like how much news you're going to make. You're actually allowing yourself to marry a guy who is cheating constantly. Like
but now that makes you question why would you subject yourself to that kind of life? Because you know what is coming for you. If someone is doing that to you before you're married.
Also, if you're cheating on me, why don't we talk about it? Why do you have to do something very big to like why should you buy me a private jet? Not a bad idea. But why should you confuse me with a private jet? But most importantly, for the partner who is going through it, like you shouldn't accept such things. For people who have issues back home, but this may not even just be about your partner. Some people come from broken homes.
Oh yes.
Maybe you had an absent parent, maybe an absent mom, or an abusive parent, and then somehow the wedding might be the solution. The marriage might be the solution.
Looking for a way out.
You're looking for
that situation at home into what you think will be better.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how would you know that you are this person in this situation? How would you deal with this? how do you know the signs that, oh my God, I have to deal with this? What are the signs that you need healing before?
First of all, I think one of the signs that you can know that you haven't healed, basically, is bitterness. You'll find that you just have this resentment for people or for your partner in that
even
they can do. Yes, even for your ex, meanwhile.
If you're still abusing your ex, you've not healed.
Yes, exactly.
If you talk about them and
you haven't moved on. What my ex did to me, like why does it still matter to you after so many years of not being with them? That means you've actually not healed from what they took you through. And maybe just to even divert a bit, I don't remember what I was listening to or reading, and then they were saying that like we're in an era where you date and date and date until finally you get a person that you marry. But you see, each situation you're taken through keeps taking away from the final person you marry. Does that make sense? So for example, if you date this person, they break your trust. Now trust becomes a problem. You date this person, they are stingy. You're adding on. So by the time you finally get, and it's just human because it keeps taking away from you. So you keep holding back on those areas. If you are maybe I go all in 100% and the person breaks your heart, you're going to hold back the next time. You're like, I'm not going to give 100%. So it keeps taking away from the final person. Now, that brings us back to this bitterness. You keep remembering, my ex did this to me. So you're not able to give 100% even where you are, whatever relationship that is. Can be a friendship, can be marriage, because you've actually not healed.
I get you. Damn.
I know, right? Deep.
Deep. So Vanage, if you've not yet said I do, I think about it.
Yes,
if you have a mango in your throat about your ex,
I think also another thing is clinginess. Have you seen those like people who are really clingy?
Their partners.
Yes, with their partners. There are those who are, where you're buddies with your partner and you genuinely enjoy each other's time. There's that. But then there are those ones where if you're not with me, I am calling you. Where are you? What are you doing? What's up? What have you done? Like it becomes as if police. You get there's something you've not healed from.
I think something you've not healed and from. Like of late people make it seem like it's cute that your partner like checks on you every 5 minutes. Guys, it's not cute.
5 minutes.
Every 10 minutes, every hour, hour update me where you are. Like
why? We're not saying don't update your partners where you are, but it shouldn't be a chore. You get it. It shouldn't be a chore. Like heal.
Because the person should be able to go.
Exactly.
Like at least 6 hours.
If I told you I am going to meet Samantha for lunch, I'll probably be back at about 5. If I'm not back by 7, okay, 6. You are 7. Actually 7. You can check it, but you're calling me at 2 and 3 at please heal.
Like heal. And normally, of course, that's like it's attached to like a past thing. Like maybe you had an absent parent.
Yes.
And maybe now you're dying not to lose this person.
Yes.
So you're like, I have to work and
Yeah.
So another sign that you need to heal, comparison. Now your other couple friend, they bought a new car. Even you start putting yourself on pressure to phone motor car. I take a couple friends traveled abroad, vacation. Even you start, even as like Bananga. Since when did the relationship include you and
others?
When did it start expanding like this? I'm telling you,
the way comparison steals joy and peace.
It does.
Because you're always looking for the next thing to do. I think now with this social media world, Bananga, you look at people's things and you're like, dang.
And of course, we are not saints. I also, of course, remember some years ago when Mr. Ofono proposed. We had already how you had already compared. Like,
yes.
You're like, my friend. Like, and I'm not saying it's okay for you men to be romantic, but
to not be.
But I think as the girls, we need to relax. Like,
calm down.
Enjoy the moment.
Exactly.
That comparison thing is it's bad.
It's stealing away from you.
It's stealing the moment from you.
Because you're looking, instead of enjoying what you have now, I mean, your person might have gone out of its way to get you, let's say, a birthday cake. But because the other one, they took them to Dubai.
Took them to Dubai.
Calm down.
This is what you did. This actually, I saw a thing on TikTok. This guy, he decorated the room. I think it was the girl's birthday. He put petals. He blew up the balloons. And I think, like, maybe he bought like one Chanel something. Something. But it was like a small, let me say, like a earring over what. Then the rest were like, let me say, body splashes. Like colors, affordable things. The chick came in, she was mad. She was angry. Like, and they first blindfolded her. She was so angry. She told the guy, it's not what I told you. And yet she told the guy, but this is not what I told. Then the guy said, but I did all this. I even did the decor myself. Then she was like, where's the Chanel? Where's the Gucci? Mommy, then he came with this small box.
Oh my gosh, they're slapping with it.
No, like there, she come caught down. And then after she was like, where are the others?
Like relax.
Like, first of all, you're just a girlfriend. Like, sis. Like, you're just... Honestly, you're just a girlfriend. Relax.
Because surely, like...
They all broke up over a birthday present.
Wow.
Anyway, back to our signs.
Yes.
When you're afraid of not being chosen. You know, at the beginning, I talked about... I actually prayed about the age I wanted to get married. But it was also because there was pressure in society. Like, society dictates for you, this age you have to be married. What? Yes, and I'm not talking like this because now I'm married, but it's a bad thing. You're going to miss a good partner because you're chasing age.
Exactly.
So people date these horrible people because they're scared of not being chosen.
The years are running out.
Because honestly, why am I dating a guy for 6 months and he doesn't even know whether I'm his girlfriend or not?
You're in a relationship alone.
Not in know, because now he's still getting to know you. He's still getting to know you. 6 months, you're still getting to know me. You still don't know if I should be your girlfriend or not. After 6 months, you're not sure. You're not sure whether I'm your girlfriend.
Wow.
But also because you are scared of being, you're like, the guy is going to reject you.
Yes.
So I think generally as a nation, we need to heal from the age thing. Like, let us be. Where are we limiting God? If I get married in my 30s, and then what? And then what?
I think
even my 40s.
The problem, what the problem used to be was the cloak.
Not they also keep, the cloak. They keep trying to throw the cloak in our face.
Yes.
The cloak who?
But nowadays, I mean, first of all, there's God. But even if you went to the science side, like, there's ways about. I mean, people are giving you so that you could get back about 80 2 triplets. Was it 80 or 60 or something?
World?
Yes, in this Uganda of ours, 2 triplets. So now you at your 27, why are you on pressure? Relax, calm down, breathe.
Especially 29,
I'm reaching.
Proposing.
But the 30s hit different. Like, the 30s hit different. You need to talk about the 30s.
It's really unfair. Like, it's really... Like, I think the advice has to change. People should get married when they're ready, when they are healed, when they are fine.
Yeah. Because you can be 20 and healed.
Yeah, you
can be 40 and not healed. So.
Yeah. Like, let us
don't carry baggage into your next relationship, because you're going to break the person who is there and yourself. What you put in is what you're getting out of that relationship. So, yeah.
So, how do we know that we're actually healing? How does someone know that they're actually healing? What does healing look like?
I think, first of all, it starts with acknowledging that you actually have something to heal from.
Yeah.
So if you're looking at all these signs, we've not spoken about many of them, but there are so many other signs that you can look at where you're like, you check yourself and you're like, why is this an issue?
You like that?
You get? Yeah. Why is my husband going out till 9 p.m.
Why can't you breathe?
Why is him talking to that
9
girl?
9 p.m. you're not breathing.
Chicks.
Hey, and I'm midnight, I'm not breathing. I'm not breathing.
Exactly.
But, okay, you should call me.
But you're like, why is it an issue? Why does it bother you if you find me having a genuine conversation with a male friend?
Yeah.
Like, what is that is actually bothering? Is it that friendship that is bothering you, or you actually have things to deal with.
Yeah.
So acknowledging that you actually have a problem to deal with is a beginning.
It's the beginning. It's a good start.
Yes. Yeah? And I think this goes even like for other things, because you've seen, like, if you're an alcoholic, you have to first acknowledge that you're if you do drugs, you have a problem. Exactly. You can't deal with something you do not know, that you do not acknowledge that you have.
Just like, that there's a problem, I need to deal with that.
Exactly.
I also think healing is personal. So it's not something you can say, when I get married, then I'm going to stop.
Yes.
Then finally, I'm going to get a father figure. No. Actually, father figure how? I don't think
you're looking for a father figure in your husband.
I don't think you should look for a father figure, mother figure in your husband. Why?
Think again.
Why are you looking for a mother figure in your wife?
Exactly. Think again.
Okay, I understand, because some people go through loss, and maybe your wife has similar traits to your mother, but you have to remember that this is your partner. This is not your mother.
Exactly.
So, but what I'm trying to say is, don't burden your partner. Don't imagine that, yes, your partner can support you, but at the end of the day, it's a personal thing.
Yeah.
And there's no exact time frame. You can't say, maybe in a month or 2 or 3, I'm going to be ready.
No.
It can take a year. It can
Even
take more. Does this mean you say no when your partner proposes, or like, we're not saying guys shouldn't get married just because they're dealing with issues. It's just you're giving yourself time.
That they are there. Not that those issues are there.
They are there. Your partner should know they're there, and then you know that it's actually a process. And of course, unfortunately, I don't know if it's unfortunate, but some people don't like this reason. But honestly, this one you might hear it so much in this podcast.
Yeah.
You need to walk with the Lord.
Oh yeah.
You need to walk with the Lord.
No, we are God's children in this.
I think we are sounding like broken records now, but
that is the one thing that never lies.
Yeah.
The one area that never lies. Meanwhile, this is in every situation, whether it's in healing, whether it's in what, like, God is always the constant. I would say that don't change today. I'll not change. Yeah, I'm the same today, tomorrow, and every other day. So that is the constant that you have. Yeah, make use of that. And
the beauty about God, there's what I call God's speed. We talked about the clock.
Yeah.
We talked about the clock. Science is telling us this, and then there's God's speed. Like he can get you this partner, and
exactly,
the guy in 3 months wants to marry you. The guy, they said you can't have children.
Yes. I actually know couples, I think like 2 or 3, where by the time the guy calls you, he's telling you, can we meet? You go meet, and then it's like, so I want to marry you. Meanwhile, you've never dated, you've probably never even.
Odugu.
But they know. But by the time you even go home, you're like, he's a guy. Odugu.
Because it's Odugu.
Is it Odugu? Wow, that Nigerian thing.
Odugu. Hey. He called that chick.
Yes.
Like, he just looked at her. I'm going to marry you.
And he did.
After dealing with the other fake guy. I know, watch that movie. Yeah, I can't believe I watched that movie. But it was cute. It was cute.
One, yeah.
Basically, there's God's speed.
Yeah.
There's God's speed. Like this whole, like, you don't have to date this guy 5 years to figure it out. No, God can make it so crazy that.
Yeah, in like 2 months,
2 months, 5
months, you're married.
Hey, Christians are mad people.
We're crazy.
We are mad. Tell me if you're my friend. 2 months, he wants to marry you.
Sweet, go.
If the Lord has said we go. But if he's an atheist, man,
man.
I don't know.
If you reach there and things that title, will you turn?
Okay, if the Lord has said so, it's okay.
The Lord has said marry your atheist.
Oh, why?
Okay.
Oh, why? Who are
man? Not
I
God's
just pray. Yeah. I just pray you're walking with the Lord all in all.
Yeah.
So to wrap this up, we want to encourage the people who are single. Yeah, the single people who especially think that this podcast is not for you. You have time to deal with all these things before you get married. Deal with all this trauma, deal with all the trust issues. Don't get carried away by big gifts. Don't be Annie. Don't be Annie, because now Annie is crying in her private jet. She's crying and the whole world saw.
Yeah.
So my single people, like, take your time. And also, of course, enjoy the big rings and pray for the big rings and pray for the beautiful dresses and,
And the big weddings.
Yeah. Rachel, what advice do you have for the married people who are going through these things? They're already married. They're clingy. They don't trust their husbands. They have problems.
Yeah.
They have mental issues they didn't address. How do we deal? What can you tell them?
I think we had tackled it already. Basically, first of all, acknowledge that there's an issue, that there's something that you need to deal with, and then start the healing process. It's not going to take you a day or hours. Start the healing process, and know that if you're not going to deal with it, it's going to affect the relationship you're in. But remember, you're in the marriage. No one enters a marriage to get divorced. You all get into that marriage to make it work. Yeah. So if making it work takes you to work on your healing, do it. Yeah.
So let us know your thoughts. What do you think? Do you agree to what we are saying? Please share your comments with us in the comment section. Like, subscribe. Yeah, we would love to hear from you. Otherwise, bye.
Bye-bye.